Before I begin, keep in mind that we don't do Christmas anymore. We used to, but we stopped doing it years ago. Nowadays, we just do Hanukkah. But I still thought it would be fun to show you subscribers of mine the things that I got for Christmas as a kid, which I still have to this very day. Except for that one over there, Rocky's Special Edition, that I got as an adult during the early 10s. Anyhow, let's start with this. Mega Man X. I remember getting this during 2000 for Christmas. It was just one little present that I found myself opening, and when I saw that it was a Mega Man X, I just had to pop in the game and play it because I loved Mega Man very much. And I remember having such a blast with this game. Unfortunately, this is not the same copy. That one, the old copy that we got years ago, it fell off a blue chair and onto a hard floor and it never worked again. So the copy that I showed you all, I got at an old school video game store, which I no longer go to for unexplainable reasons. But anyway, here's another one that I remember getting for Christmas as a kid. This I got during 2002. I was at my grandma's house and there were these presents that were for me, although these ones were for both me and my brother. And I remember this was the first present that I opened up when it was finally time to open presents. And when I saw that it was a Super Nintendo game, I was psyched to see what it was, and I was even more psyched when I saw that it was Scooby-Doo Mystery, because back then, when Cartoon Network was at the peak of its popularity, I was a Scooby-Doo fan. And here are some NES games that I got for Christmas that same day. I was also excited to see that they were Batman and Donkey Kong classics, both of which I enjoyed very much back then. And these two I remember getting for Christmas that same day, but unfortunately we did not have a GameCube at the time. That is until we opened up a really big present that was for both me and my brother, and it turned out to be a GameCube. Sadly, I do not have that GameCube anymore. It wore out and eventually broke down and we had to get rid of it. Also, this is not the same copy of Super Mario Sunshine that I got years ago. That copy, the old one, it got lost somehow. This one I bought at a Goodwill during the early 10s. But Super Smash Bros. Melee, this is still the same copy that I've had since I was a kid. And these two I remember getting for Christmas during 1999. I remember opening this one up first, and I was hoping it was Little Ninja Brothers, which at the time I stubbornly kept calling Little Ninja Bros. And I remember saying, Little Ninja Bros, Little Ninja Bros, Little Ninja Bros. Hey, I can dream, can I? Little Ninja Bros, Little Ninja Bros, Little Ninja Bros. Hey, I can dream, can I? And when I saw that the game was Tailspin instead of Little Ninja Brothers, the present turned out to be bittersweet. Bitter because it was not Little Ninja Brothers. Sweet because I was a Tailspin fanatic back then. Tailspin was my #1 favorite show to be watching on Toon Disney at the time. And this, I also remember getting for Christmas that same day, and I enjoyed both games. Although it took me a while to get over the fact that Tailspin was an air shooting game, or air shmup, or whatever, instead of a typical platformer. And this I remember getting for Christmas during 2007. I used to play this on an emulator during 2006, and because I played it during 2006, I had the worst memories with it. I did have slightly better memories playing this game during late 2007/early 2008. And then I remember during 1999, we got a Nintendo 64 along with 4 N64 games, one of which we no longer have. That game was Super Smash Bros. But these two here, I still have from childhood. Rampage 2 Universal Tour and Donkey Kong 64, which I had a blast with. Well, both games, that is. We also got this game for Christmas that very night, but this is not the same copy. That one we got rid of years ago. So this one I bought at a thrift shop during the 10s. And then this is the N64 from my childhood, which I still have to this very day. And then here's a couple of things I remember getting for Christmas during 2006 when I was 15. Super Mario Bros. Super Show, Volumes 1 and 2. I remember seeing an ad for Volume 2 in Nintendo Power years ago, and I was actually pleased to be having these games, DVD sets, because I enjoyed the Super Mario Bros. Super Show as a kid. Even though I didn't watch it very often, it was only on certain occasions that I was ever able to watch the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, but I used to really enjoy watching these DVDs back then. And then here are some games that I got for Christmas during 2006. Animorphs and Solar Striker, which unfortunately is not the same copy that I got for Christmas years ago. I lost that to someone. So this I bought at an old school game store. Then here's the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, which I got for Christmas in 2004, along with Jimmy Neutron Attack of the Twonkies, which I lost, but that's okay because that game brings back too many bad memories of the mid-2000s anyway. This I got for Christmas during 2006, WWF Road to WrestleMania. I actually enjoyed this game back when I was a teenager. I also got this that same day, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, but this is not the same copy. That one I lost to someone years ago. But I'm not very baffled about it because, let's face it, The Fellowship of the Ring for the Game Boy Advance isn't all that great, like it should have been. And last but not least, here are these Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog tapes, which I remember getting for Christmas during 1997. I opened up this big present, and when it turned out to be a whole stack of Sonic the Hedgehog tapes, well, maybe not whole stack, there are other Sonic tapes out there. But anyway, when I saw that it was a stack of the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog tapes, I was psyched because back then I was a Sonic fanatic. I loved Sonic very much as a kid. What 90s kid wouldn't? Sonic was one of the hottest things of the 90s. But anyway, those are all the things that I got for Christmas years ago, which I still have to this day. Some of the things not being the exact same copies, of course. But anyway, that's it for this video.